Good morning, good morning. Come on in and let me know if you're around. If you're catching the live, come and say hi. Let me know where you're joining me from and how you're doing today. And if you're on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know that you caught this and what you think of the card and the tapping. And it's called Your Secret Weapon for Feeling Good for a reason. So if you are new here, you're very welcome, just as you are. And this is a really good way for you to literally start to feel better naturally and to do it every day. And if you don't know who I am, then my name's Emma Starling. I'm the Inner Smile Coach, and this is the Daily Tap. And I've been doing this for free for 7 years to show as many people as possible how to do emotional freedom technique, EFT for short, and otherwise known as tapping, to help you get a good start to your day, to help you learn to regulate your nervous system and your emotions, to lower the stress response in your body, and to release feel-good hormones to make you relaxed, calm, able to make a decision, resilient as anything, and on track for a really good day or a really good night, whatever's going on for you. And so, yeah, what we do is we pull a card from an oracle, a tarot, or an affirmation deck of some kind. As you can hear, I'm shuffling, and then we just read out what it says, or we intuit the message, and then we tap in the message that came out with that card. So today I'm using the Sacred Creators Oracle from Chris-Anne. If you are not keen on cards, or you're not into it, don't worry about it. Just take it on face value for what it is, which is something to tap on, right? And if you want to know how to prove to yourself that tapping actually works, because a lot of people still believe that it is woo-woo and all of that. It's not. It's rooted in science, and it helps the amygdala and the stress response. Then I invite you to place your attention on a place in your body where it's carrying tension, tightness, discomfort, or pain, and give yourself a number out of 10 in terms of how intense that is right now. And then when we've done the tapping, you can come back and revisit that number and just see what's going on. Okay, so what do we need to know today for the collective, for our greatest and highest good, either on the live or on the replay, backwards and forwards through time and space? What do we need to know right now, or at the time that whoever catches this? Okay. And for those of you who come here often, you will know that I talk about matchy, right? So when the colour in the cards matches my outfit in whatever way, or something in my near environment, then we know that it's a match, that we know that it's a really strong message, right? So I've got if you look, I've got kind of an amethysty coloured jumper on. I call it my, not amethyst, I call it my labradorite jumper. My mum knitted it for me. And it's got purpley, bluey, and like well, you'll see in a minute. It's got those colours in it, look. I'm not even kidding. Like purple, blue, and like the creamy colour. It's just crazy. So these three flew out of the deck. Okay. So the first one is the edge of evolution, or evolution, however you want to say it, feels messy. Okay. The edge of evolution feels messy. Doesn't it just? Right. So you often hear people talk about when you're on the edge of, when everything feels crappy, really crappy, is usually when you're on the edge of, or the verge of, a breakthrough or something happening or something changing. And it can well be that everything in your life at times feels a bit messy because you are evolving, because you're ascending, however you want to put it, things are changing for you, right? Then the second one came out and it says fearless expression. So this has been a theme for the last couple of days, being, unabashedly yourself and expressing yourself without fear. And then the third one came out and it said balance. Okay, so what I'm taking from this is sometimes it feels messy and scary as you are evolving and growing and changing and shedding a skin, like we said yesterday, and all the rest of it. The key to make it through is to express yourself fearlessly and to find balance in everything, right? So let's have a look at this message in a little bit more depth and we'll do some tapping. So come in and let me know. I can see some eyes joining me, and we'll go from there. So it's 40, 55 and 14. Okay. So this card, then for a minute, talks about the evolution of the soul, rapid change, growth and a plethora of new opportunities. And it also talks about surrendering to uncertainty. Okay. And it says the edge of change is a veritable cornucopia, great word, of opportunity. When you think of life as a giant, ever expanding puzzle, you'll see that growth begins at the edges. Oh, I like that. Growth begins at the edges. And that most of the excitement happens just beyond the boundaries of what you can perceive. And it happens just beyond the edges of your comfort zone. As things shift and germinate around you, you may notice how uncertain it feels beyond the known. Okay, the edge of evolution. It's time to bring yourself to the personal growth edge, your personal growth edge, to look into that abyss of creation. Poke your toe into the open space that lies beyond, and the right opportunity will, as if by magic, move into your awareness. This magical changing expanse is surging with the building blocks of all creation. This is where source energy is working on your behalf, bringing you the opportunities you've asked for. Everything and anything is possible during this time of rapid transformation. And as you stand at the precipice of your beautiful evolution, know that this energy is organic and malleable. Good morning, Baru. How are you? Begin directing the landscapes of your reality that are coming into form. And how do we do that? Two things: fearless expression and balance. Okay, so fearless expression says, let's just put that in there because it's okay, 55, not 50. So fearless expression is fairly obvious, but we'll read it anyway. It's about your soul being laid bare, self-confidence, knowing your heart song and singing it clearly, accepting your value. That's something a lot of us struggle to do, right? Good morning, Sharon. How are you? Accepting your value, self-worth, speaking and channeling effortlessly, finding your courage and the fearless expansion of your joy, right? Tapping will definitely help, Barry. And again, where can you express yourself fearlessly about that? Your throat chakra microphone is buzzing because you've got something to say. So don't bottle up your thoughts or your opinions at this time. Your success is deeply connected to your self-expression, and the universe will support your dream as you step onto a new path of personal power and positive assertion. I'm good. Thank you, Barry. Thanks for asking. This is an exciting time for you. When you're communicating your desire to others, it's time to be mega honest. In this way, thank you. In this way, you will delve into your own unique form of confident articulation as only you can do. Your fearless, authentic transmission is going to be your gold. You will attract like-minded people who flock to your honesty. Its power is palpable in person and on screen. Good, thanks, Sharon. Yeah. Know that once you've unleashed your voice, it will be really hard to shove it back into its quiet corner again. Yeah. There's always a trade-off. It's expansive by nature, so allow it to stretch and grow as you try new things. What are you ready to say? Step up to the microphone and begin. So that's the second card. And then the third card, big message for us today, clearly, is, I know, sweetie, we're going soon, is balance. So this talks about, now bearing in mind the first two messages were, you are expanding at a rate of knots, right? And there are things that you want to say and you need to say them really, really honestly as a matter of urgency. This is also kind of like the temperance card coming in and saying a bit of balance as well and a bit of patience and moderation. You need a blend of perfect activities, a happy balance, purpose and meaning, mixing ideas and people into a perfect brew. So it says ever elusive balance. You could drive yourself a bit nuts chasing the perfect ratio of work, home, health, family, social life, hobbies, and woo time. It's okay not to strive for such a compulsive perfection. Sometimes chilling way the bleep out is exactly what's needed to usher in some desperately needed balance again. Then again, you may be so complacent that your heart is begging for a healthier mix. And if this is you, and you'll know if and when it is, then the universe requires more consistent energy from you in order to deliver your dreams. Regardless of your situation, if you're feeling misaligned and out of whack, it's time to come back to center. Look for solutions and situations that feel grounded and calming. Avoid anything that will tip the scales and suck way too much of your energy, time, or money, or that will provide you with too much lazing around time. And actively seek the moderation of tasks and time. Step away from drastic and excessive and imbalances that just don't feel right. Consistent introspection to see where you're lacking and where you're leaking energy will guide you to the middle ground that's required right now. Find long-term success through a measured blending of strengths, productivity, and stillness. Now, I love this combined message today. It's really, really important. And actually, we are just going to take those 3 cards out because I can't possibly read all that out. So we're just going to take from inspiration. So let's see. So notice, those of you who are just joining, that the cards match my jumper today. So I've got my labradorite jumper on with pink, blue, and sort of a yellowy colour. And look at the cards. So it's a bit spooky, but that's okay. So if you've never tapped before, just tap where I tap with 2 fingers, say what I say and see how you feel. And the trick is to just feel into your body as we go and just notice any changes. Okay, so taking full responsibility for your own well-being. We're going to start tapping. I know, right? It's incredible. So I am expanding rapidly right now. Hold on, let me put that way. And that's gone the wrong way. Sorry. And my evolution feels messy. Oh, thank you, Barry. That's really kind. Things can feel out of balance. And like there's things I'm unsure of. There's things I really want to say. Because new parts of me are emerging. And it feels unsettling to express myself that fully. But right here and right now, stood at the edge of my growth, I stick my toe out of my comfort zone and test what is beyond the known. I step up to the microphone of my throat chakra and I call in the courage to say what needs to be said. And I choose to bring balance to this rapid period of growth by taking time out to come back to center. And then just on the third eye between the eyebrows, so be it, and so it is. God, did I need that this morning? Oh my goodness. So how did those cards resonate for you today? We had the edge of evolution feels messy. Be fearless in your self-expression and make sure that you come back to center and find that balance. I really love that as a message for us today. So much so that I'm going to do an email to my list about this. So how did that feel for you? And if you want to know that it works, check back into the area of your body that was carrying tension, tightness, discomfort, or pain, and give yourself a number again out of 10 in terms of intensity. And just notice if that number has come down. Hi, Joanna. Good to see you. Excuse me, it should have. And if it's really upsetting, you know the drill, just carry on tapping for a few minutes, just breathing into it and just letting it all settle, you know, because part of it is often quite simply the release, right? A lot shifting there. Good stuff, Sharon. I'm really pleased to hear it. And you know, if you like cards that match with people's outfits, look at that. There is pink in there. There is blue in there, and there is that yellow color in there. Unbelievable. If you like cards that match people's outfit, and you might want to tune back in again, and wherever you're tuning in from, please make sure that you've liked, subscribed, hit the notification bell, or added me to favorites, or whatever it is you need to do to get these notifications so that we can make sure that you get the messages that are right for you. And it's free. So if you want to share, I've been doing this for 7 years, please feel free to share, invite people, tag them in here, whatever you need to do. Just use integrity doing it. Okay, don't spam people. All three resonate as always. Wonderful. Lisa, I'm thrilled for you. That's so good. So whatever it is you're doing today, guys, have a wonderful day. I wish you all the very best. We are about to very shortly go for a WALK in the PARK, which is nice. He's patiently waiting while I get my shit together. And yeah, have a wonderful Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Tap. Bye for now.